Hello, this is Daring Noob. I'm giving a fixed version of the video I posted yesterday. I needed to make a few clarifications. So I'm going to explain how the draft works for anyone who has not played in a draft league before. First, we'll talk about the draft order. In the draft order, there's going to be 16 people. That's everybody that's playing. Number 1 will go first. It'll go all the way down to number 16, where you get to choose your Pokemon, your first Pokemon. When it gets down to 16, then the 17th pick will be number 16. Whoever's listed in number 16, and it'll go back up to the first pick. So if you're first overall, that means on round 2 you will be number 32. So your number has switched to last. And it'll keep going back and forth until all 11 Pokemon are chosen. Scarjo said that there's going to be 10 or 11 Pokemon and then 300 or 200 points. I'm going to go with what's on the sheet right now. So I clicked on the Google Doc. I won't go through all of these. That'll be for later, okay? We're going to go over to the tier list. On the tier list, you have Gmax, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 Pokemon. On your roster, it'll have your name there, and it shows that you have 1 Gmax pick, 1 Tier 1 pick, 2 Tier 2s, 2 Tier 3s, and 1 Tier 4. So you first have to pick all of these Pokemon. You need to pick 1 Gmax, 1 Tier 1. You have to fill out the whole row up until it says points. And then you can double up on whatever other tier is not listed and is not described as a mandatory pick. Okay, so if I go over the tier list, hypothetically, I choose Alcremie, Amoonguss. I cannot choose another Tier 1 until I complete the rest of my mandatory roster. So I need to pick 2 Tier 2s. So I pick Aegislash and Alakazam. Okay, then it says I need to pick 2 Tier 3s. So I pick Abomasnow and Aggron. Then I pick my single Tier 4, Archeops. And now I go over to the point system. On the point system, right now it's 200 points. So you have 200 points to pick 4 more Pokemon from the entire tier list. Under where it says tier, you obviously cannot pick another Gmax. You only have 1. On tier 1 through 4, it shows you the points directly under the title. So a tier 1 costs 100 points. 75 on tier 2, 50, and then 25. If I choose tier 1 as one of my free agency picks, then that means I have 100 points left. So obviously, I can't pick a tier 2. I'll have to pick 1 tier 3 and 2 tier 4s. I'm not saying do exactly what I just said. All I'm saying is you'll need to add up all those points that you want as you go through, and try not to go over 200 points at the end. If you go over 200 points before you reach your final pick, then you lose the last mon that put you over, and you have to wait until the end of draft, and then you'll be able to pick up scrap Pokemon that were not chosen. So it's very important that when you're drafting, you don't overdraft, because if you do, you're going to lose your strategy that you were trying to build. Okay? When you're drafting, it's important not to heavily invest on an entire draft. Especially on your first 2 picks, you want to just think about a core group of Pokemon, a few cores that you might want to run. Do not try to list out 11 Pokemon and that's it for what you want. Remember that there's other people that will want to play popular sets. So if you're later on in the first round, you might want to have multiple options. If you're early in the first round, think about high value. In the beginning of the draft, you want to think high value. In a later pick, you want to think about a core. So I'm early in the draft myself, so I'm going to try to get a high value Pokemon and then build off of what I can get later on in the draft. If you're at the bottom, think about 2 Pokemon that you think will work together and try to get both of them back to back. Okay? If you have any questions that I did not address, just send me a message in general or my private messages. That's going to be it for now. Bye.